hello. How's everybody doing out there? Talking shit. That's right. The original Talking Shit show, where we talk car stuff and talk shit about car stuff, industry stuff, whatever comes up. Today, we're going to concentrate on the C6 ZR1. I uploaded a video to YouTube on Sunday, and again, it caught traction. I think bleed over from the Instagram reel, and the comments are just as stupid than they are on Instagram. But then I started thinking, okay, when you start looking at the people that comment negatively on it, and again, the comments are probably 70% positive, 30% negative, but the negative ones are usually by people that never own the platform, think the Corvette C6 ZR1 is something it is not. See, there's been this weird false advertising about the C6 ZR1 that a lot of people think it's this Billy Badass, street sweeper, world ender, and then I'm going to kind of give you my thought process as to why I think a lot of people are upset when a Coyote motor is going to go in a C6 ZR1, but they weren't upset when it was the Lotus LT5, the C8 Z06, and the C8 ZR1 and ZR1X being dual overhead cam 5.5 liter motors. It's interesting why they get mad when it's a Mustang motor versus when it was a Lotus motor or a Chevy developed motor. We'll talk about that specific subject matter. We can also talk about other things sprinkled in there. We can talk about the fact that I have possession of a 2025 F-150. I will give you my driving impressions of that truck in a video, and it'll probably be from a tuner's perspective, because one thing I noticed right off the bat with the 2025 F-150, it's not a good truck. It has a bunch of good features, but it's not a good truck, and I'll talk about why I think the F-150 and Ford's thought process of how the F-150 is being sold, that I think you guys will be kind of maybe agree with me or disagree with me. But again, we'll talk about that many more things, but not before Mr. Bill O'Reilly tells us to do it live.
Okay. We'll do it live.
Okay.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
It does suck, but you know what does not suck? PMAS, Nick James, and PMAS. Literally the best cold air intakes for not just Mustangs, not just Coyote swaps. Yes, F-150, the same cold air that goes onto a 2015 F-150 fits a 2025 F-150. 10 years of the same cold air design. Pretty interesting shit. DNAT4, you're going to get your cold air intake from there. You're going to get your fuel system from there. You're going to get your Ford fuel system, Whipple kits, Roush kits, TBSs, everything. Shirts, cups, injectors, you name it. DNAT4 is your go-to place if you want to rep the show. Just tell them YDBT at checkout. They'll give you a bit of a discount. Partsmart.com. They have a Whipple crack-a-pallet pull-out, like for under $15,000. Check them out. They also have a booty kit for like $13,000. I'm telling you, if you have a project coming up and you want to swap some shit into it, you gotta go to Partsmart.com. Auto Solution, run me down on Auto Solution. Now he's fucking with Whipple stuff, believe it or not. Yes, I think he's gonna be installing Whipple kits on a bunch of Dark Horses and a bunch of GTs and a bunch of things over Puerto Rico, and I'm happy to see him succeed in Bellac Industry. That's right. If you want to help him go 100 miles an hour in his boat, you're going to go to Bellac Industries. It's Caleb backwards, and you're going to buy a set of wheels from him so you can let people know that you sell drugs. As always, to support the show, you can buy some merch. You can become a member. Excuse me. You can join Patreon, or you can buy merchandise from Rich Prince, richprince.com/YDBT. Got YDBT hats, Amory hats, YDBT mesh, and Amory hats, black and white, black. We got curved Dolo, flat YDBT, flat Amory, Section 8 shirts, short and long sleeve, Section 8 hoodie, short and long, well, no, not short and long, just hoodies. Hush Money shirts, Hush Money sweaters, and oh my God, they included a pre-sale, because it's not made yet, they're made to order, Booty Juice adult sleeve, short sleeve shirt. This is if you want to run Booty Juice hot dog water, E30, 1320 Didios. Oh, this is going to piss off the right people, and I'm here for it. That's right. It's not videos. It's Didios. Just one letter off. So again, 1320 Didio's hot dog water, booty juice. Go get your booty juice. I love you guys. You guys are the best. So we got Gen 1, Gen 2, and Gen 3, Save the Manual Shirt, GT350. We got 85 to 86 nose, 87 to 93 Aero, and GT nose, 1320 Didios, F1320 shirts, YDBT, everything. Stickers, Dolo, Amory. Also, Patreon. Oh, you can see how much I make. Fuck it. I don't give a shit at this point. Oh, Moderation Hub. Community. Oh, my God. Here we go. I don't give a shit. There's all the chats that are going on. This chat, I dive into that chat once in a while, and we talk all that shit. Well, we're going to talk about this Instagram video that popped up soon, so we're going to do a little bit of everything. You guys are going to love it. It's going to be a good time. So we'll be here for the shenanigans. Let's say hi to the people here. I know it takes a little while to get the show going, but that's just how it is because we got to pay the bills. Do you know what I'm saying? Okay, we got Andy Ali, Monty for 40, Joe Swish, Robo Style, JD Swag, Andy Ali, Kina, GGT, Big Nick, Bielavesh, Tony the Truck Guy, Z33, Camzilla, D-Rock Fox, El Verga Larga, Frank Donahue, El Verga Larga again, Harley Jetsled, Joe Jackson, Stuart D, El Verga Larga again, Jeff S, Pito, Chiquito, Joe Swish, John Bonanno, Tony the Truck Guy, 1320 Didio's in the house, Cobra Blue Thunder, V-Town, he will fight you. V-Town will legit fight you. Bryson Wick with the links. Love ya. V-Town again. Garage Bill Coyote became a member, and he's a very active member on Patreon, and I appreciate him being there very much. Bryson, Joe Swiss, CJM, Cabin Air Filter, Joshua Judd, Toxic, Dawson, Clint Stroke, All Day, Everyday, 50 Stallion, Joshua Judd, Victor Sardone, Garage Bill Coyote, Dustin, Slow 99, he will find out where you live. Midnight, Garage Bill Coyote, Midnight again, Carlos, Midnight, and all the usual suspects. Let's get all the way down to the bottom so we can get the show started and we can start talking about why people are triggered over the ZR1. And I'm kind of like blown away by it. So let's give you a bit of a history lesson on the ZR1. The best I was able to run in the ZR1, remember, 20 pounds of boost, 2-0, stock long block LS9. And I know LS guys are just rolling their eyes right now. Oh, of course it only ran this number. You got to put a cam in it. You mean I got to open the motor and change it? Okay, got it. More of a reason to do Coyote stuff. So just to give you some nostalgia, this is the best it ran in the heat of the summer. I want to say, well, not heat of the summer, maybe late summer or early fall, where it's in the high 70s, low 80s. Okay, 604. 608. Okay, so 604, 608, and then later on, I was able to get it down to a 5. That was 80 degree weather. Then in 60 degree weather, I think. Let me see. 65 degree weather, I went out there again and did another hit. Let me get rid of the live chat so you can listen and hear and put the volume all the way up. A lot of people have said, of course it blew up. You were tuning it. Isn't it crazy how this thing was running fine before it went up north and then it came back, blowed up? So, not came back, blowed up, but it blew up shortly thereafter. So while it was under my possession, my tuning with Tom helping me in Orlando, that guy's legit. It was running 6.0s, 570s. It did sound good. And that's all it did was sound good. And it was only good for one hit. That's it. The first, second, and third pass on that video were 45 minutes in between. I was out there at 1 in the morning doing hit after hit after hit, waiting 45 minutes for this to cool down between hits. So I thought to myself, okay, 20 pounds of boost in the 5s, great. But some people are under the impression that this thing is a world beater. So then I thought, well, let me use my memory here. When I first started going to Texas 2K, where a lot of fast ZR1s showed up, I was a little confused. Every ZR1 that showed up to Texas 2K claimed to make over 1,000 horsepower. So Dakota, me, Brandon at the time, we were like salivating over these things, chopping, blah, 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 blah. Then you see it do a burnout, and you're like, okay, that burnout was shit. Then you see it go down the quarter mile, and it ran 9.5, 9.4 at most. Remember, TX2K 2018, 19, 20. I'm looking at fully built C6 ZR1s drag racing going mid-nines. Some of them tickled low nines, but not consistently. It was very rare to see a C6 ZR1 manual run a low nine. They mostly lived in the 9.5 to 9.2 area. And I thought, 1,000 horsepower car going 9.2? I would burn it. I would absolutely pull over, throw some C16 on top of it, and light it on fire. But wait a minute, Alex, you don't understand. They're real tough to launch. I understand they're tough to launch. So I waited for the roll racing segment. And how many ZR1s do you think went 190 miles an hour? How many went 180 miles an hour? How many went 160 miles an hour? Most of them. 160 to 169, maybe one tickled 170. But to see a 180, 190, 200 mile an hour fully built C6 ZR1 was very rare. So if there's such roll monsters with the LS9, why aren't they in the elite category during the roll racing segment? And before you say anything about Mustang, a Mustang 2 years ago went 200 miles an hour. I think last year, Cameron, I think is his name, 200 miles an hour because someone finally said, let me build it for this specific event. And it went 200 miles an hour with a turbo 400. So that thing is fully built. So I think a lot of the people that nut ride the C6 ZR1 are people that give it an aura, an allure, a lure that does not belong on that car. Yes, it's a very fast car for what it is, but it is not something that I would say is much better than a 10R80 centrifugal Mustang. I have proven over and over a centrifugal, forget twin turbo. If you start talking twin turbo, fully built 10R car, that is world beater status. You're looking at GTRs, you're looking at Billy Badass stuff. But I think the slow cars, meaning mildly built Coyotes, meh built GTOs, meh built Camaros, they are afraid of an LS9 equipped ZR1 because you're like, that thing, mildly built, is 2 seconds quicker than our shit. But when it comes to fast stuff that makes over 1,000, they're not that impressive overall. So, knowing that that car made 699 rear-wheel horsepower in Florida at 20 PSI with Sunoco 260 GT. Guys, tell me what a twin-turbo Coyote makes at 20 PSI. Go. Tell me what a supercharged Coyote makes at 20 PSI. Go. Tell me what a centrifugal supercharged Coyote makes at 20 PSI. Go. So if the car went 5.7, 60 to 130 in 69-degree weather at that power level, what do you think it's going to go when it makes 800, 850, 900 at 14 PSI? 14, maybe 15 twin turbo, depending on the turbo size. It will be a monster. So what do you think the ZR1 is going to run if it has a Coyote in it? Basically stock internals, not necessarily matching generations, and at 10 PSI on pump gas makes 750. Hell, why not just throw Sunoco 260 GT at it? Know that I can get away with about 15 PSI, not stress out the fuel system because it's only 15 PSI. What do you think a twin turbo 15 PSI Coyote makes? Damn near 900 real horsepower, depending on turbo size. So, if at 5 less pounds of boost, this Corvette goes well into the 4s, wouldn't it have all been worth it? And it have no intercooling issues. Air-to-air intercooler, 15 PSI, twin turbos, chilling. So I think a lot of people are mad that I did this because they know it's better and they don't want to see it do well. I think that's the main reason. The people that have owned this car, the people that have actually owned, driven, modified, tuned, and raced a C6 ZR1, you know this thing stock makes 520, 530 real horsepower, right? Like at peak, that's it, stock. That is a 6.2 liter supercharged motor. Stock everything, 12 PSI I think it makes, or 10 depending on which cold air filter you have on it. 11 to 12 psi makes 530 tops. And it has intercooling issues. And the moment you start porting snouts, the moment you start porting blowers, the moment you start overdriving and overspinning that blower, you're going to create a lot of heat, and the power per boost kind of drops off the end of the earth. Think about it. If you go from 12 to 20 psi and you only gain 150 ruble horsepower, that's crazy to me. So I think once people see the Coyote in it, running, driving, 15 psi, stock fuel system, Sunoco 260. I will even give you a handicap. I won't put the 85 in it during the initial tests, just to make it apples to apples. I'll target 15 psi and tell me what you think that thing is going to run. It's going to probably run a 470, 60 to 130, a full second quicker with 5 less psi, a Coyote with 1.2 liters less displacement, and basic stuff to make it work. And I think a lot of people don't want me to swap it because of that. So we can look at some of the comments real quick, but we're not going to dawn on the comments too much because we got a lot to talk about. Some of the comments have been real interesting if you go in there and look, but this one caught my eye and I wanted to kind of highlight it. This was yesterday. A guy named Black Desert Rose says, as a former ZR1 owner, I can absolutely confirm that they make less power than most think in factory form on the dyno. My Arizona car made 519 to 525 depending on heat. Also, Alejandro makes an excellent point that they are nearly impossible to keep cool, to the point of having such heat-related issues like low oil pressure at idle when it's 100 degrees outside, etc. It's a fun car, and mine blew up the same the way that Alejandro's did, which is kind of funny. Now, let's finally ask this other question. How many stock bottom end LS9s have you been impressed by? Not on the dyno, not roll racing a mildly built Mustang. I'm saying legitimate stock bottom end LS9 have you been impressed by? Right? Because people are like, I'm kind of blown away that motor blew up, Alex. I'm kind of blown away that motor blew up. Really? Then why are there like LME this, 427 that, right? Like the really fast ones have an aftermarket block, aftermarket compression ratio, late model engines. Every single impressive LS9 that I see does not have the stock bottom end, does not have stock cylinder heads, does not have a stock cam. It has cam, aftermarket heads, lifters, this, that, trunnion this, trunnion that, or a fully built late model engines or Texas speed engine. And I go, oh, it's built. So if I'm going to go as far as to build a motor, I would not build an LS. So you guys need to understand, ZR1 guys, you guys have been sold a bad bill of goods here. You guys have been sold something that this Corvette isn't. And I'm telling you this as a ZR1 owner. I love the car. I think it is awesome. But knowing what I know now, I would have probably, honestly, the fact that it blew up kind of just furthered things along. And I ended up Coyote swapping it sooner than later. In one of the videos, when I'm actually doing the blower upgrade, I did say, if this motor, I'm just talking, and somebody showed me the clip. And I'm talking to the camera, and I'm like, boy, if I ever have to swap the motor on this thing, it's going to get a Coyote. Not because I want to piss anyone off. I don't care about pissing LS guys off. Pissing LS guys off is easy. All I got to do is piss. You want to piss. No, I'll shut up. Pissing LS guys off is easy because they always revert to the same thing. A 5.3 has gone 7s. Right. With all the cylinder head, all the cam, and all the boost. I'm talking the stock long block game here. You do not have to do anything to a Gen 2 and up Coyote to make damn near 1,000 horsepower. And the fact that that car ran that number at 700 horsepower, all I need to do is make about 800, 850, and it'll probably be comfortably in the 4s. And that's where I want to live. Number one, you go to jail here now if you go 50 miles an hour over. And honestly, that's as fast as I want to go without upgrading the ever-living shit out of this situation. Okay. Talk F-150 for a second, and then we can get to the comments and talk some shit. We'll also do a giveaway at 9, so maybe we can do a hot dog, a booty juice shirt giveaway. You know, the funny thing is I forgot I even said booty juice at one point, but whatever. You guys remember more than I do. I have to write the show every day in my head, so I don't remember ever saying booty juice, but the fact that it's E30 and a hot dog on top of the can is hilarious. So I got a hold of a 2025 F-150. Obviously, for tuning purposes, I want to help Lund, draw the file, maybe remotely tune it if they want to do that, or I'll drive it up to Lund Racing and just put it on the dyno, or just let Junior drive it for 2 or 3 days, hammer the calibration, and then bring it back. I called Nick at PMAS. I said, hey, PMAS, this is the same cold air. Send one down. It will be here. So I'm going to do a stock tune comparison, probably 8th mile hit, stock tune just with a PMAS on it, and then I'm going to do some catch can vetting for the owner, and then we'll go from there. But I get in this truck, and it is new. I'm not going to say it's beautiful. It's new. So I'm like, okay, everything's new in it, so you can't get caught up by the allure of it being new. So one of the craziest complaints we get as tuners is the startup on F-150s. So I owned an F-150. I owned a Gen 3 RCSB F-150 that I was going to put a turbo kit on, but it fell through. With the stock muffler, nothing was fine. Started fine. It made a weird noise at startup that I thought was like a loose water pump pulley or something. Come to find out, that is the catalytic converters warming up. It's literally that, the catalytic converters warming up. Because spark goes to negative, everything gets hot, and then boom, it goes back to normal fueling. Spark comes back and it's happy. So it goes into negative spark on startup for what is it called? Startup emissions, DFSO. No, not DFSO. It's like a startup emissions reduction thing. So Zr, crank start emissions reduction, or something like that. Some Zr, CSER, I think it's called. So I turned this truck on, and it damn near misfires. Chicka, chicka, chicka. And I'm like, if this thing had a free-flowing exhaust, our customers would damn near say, this thing's misfiring with your tune. And on a stock Ford tune, this thing sounds like it's pumping rocks through it. And I went, oh, interesting. So I'm going to record that. So the review I'm going to give you guys is a review from a tuning point of view. I'm not going to give you a, listen, look at all the bells and whistles. I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drive this F-150 and tell you how the shift schedule is. The shift schedule is terrible. I repeat, the shift schedule is absolute butt cheeks on this thing. Awful. I'm like, so people need to be reminded how these trucks run stock, so that when you get a tune, you have an apples to apples comparison. So hopefully we can remotely tune it via Junior. This will be the test bed. He's got one, I think, up there he can mess with in person, or I'll drive this one up in person and we'll take care of that. It'll be an interesting conversation to have, and I'm looking forward to give you that content. Alex, an S650 exploded on the dyno at Boy. No, it didn't. No, why do you say that? Ramon, if that's true, I don't know what to tell you because I can't verify it. So one of the better things I do here is I try not to spread rumors because I need to verify this happened. And if it blew up, what do I have to gain by dunking on somebody like that? I can't verify, so I can't go there. So my 351 to go Coyote on my Fox, and only boomers seem to be disappointed. ZR1 guys equal Shelby guys. It's always talk about him in argument with the LS guys. Correct. They forget the whole top end of the engine. I think when a LS guy thinks motor, they think short block, right? They forget these cylinder heads because, well, Alex, automatically that's got to get upgraded. What? That's how I determine whether an engine is good or not. How efficient it can be in both forms, NA and boosted. And I don't know many engines that are as good, both NA and boosted, than a Coyote. Now, fully built, 400 cubic inch LS or LTs will always be better naturally aspirated than a Coyote. You simply have displacement. It's simply bigger. And you can up the compression, put a solid roller cam with that you have to check the lash all the way down the track, and then, it'll be better. But the moment you put boost into a Coyote, all things come to an end. Whoa, this little 5-liter gets it hardcore. So a lot of LS guys that have never driven a Coyote are blown away when they get into a 14 or 15 PSI Coyote. or Predator. They're like, oh my God, this thing is evil. And that's what I'm looking to experience in the Corvette. All the ones I see have some LSX thing, right? All the fast ZR1s have an LSX variant of an aftermarket motor. Rarely do you see a stock bottom end LS9 really get after it. I mean, some are fast, but the ones I saw are stuck in the 9s. They're surprised that 200 IAT a motor blows up. Once you go twins and it makes 900 plus without opening the motor, the LS guys will shut up. Watch and see. No, they won't. They'll say, oh yeah, well, it's really going to do a good job going that fast into a crowd. So that's a Mustang joke. But this motor also was in an F-150. What do you got to say about that? You don't see LS guys having anything for the Mexican GTR. LS guys, when the hell are you out there saying, well, this truck, if you, oh, wow, no, there's no fucking truck that if we build will hang with a 10 PSI Coyote. There is no truck that Chevy offers that at 10 PSI can hang with a 10 PSI F-150. Sorry. Everyone has 420, whatever the fuck in it. Very rarely do you find a Corvette with anything original in the engine bay. Lethal has a fast stock bottom end ZR1. So it goes 200 miles an hour in the roll race event and it goes 8 stick, right? Seriously asking, you still consider ZR1 King Daddy? I've always considered the ZR1 King Daddy stick shift car. I've always made that caveat. 3 cars that are American are King Daddy stick shift cars. Viper, GT500, C6 ZR1. C7 ZR1 never got that because it was simply front heavy. So this C7 ZR1 is badass in automatic form. 2650, port injection and direct injection. You're bolt-ons away from running 8s. That one is a completely different animal, but it's a straight line car. That's all it is. LS guys have truck engines, not LS9s. A cam is an absolute must on an LS. Right. Right. So how is the LS better than a Coyote if it needs to be opened up and changed? Imagine you saying, well, a Coyote, all it needs is 2 more liters. You got to open it up and change the air pump. Stupid. The only LS guys who really butthurt are the ones that have junkyard motors. All the guys saying cam is missing a point. Right. All it needs is a cam. You're missing the point. I am literally changing how the air pump operates. That right there stops the argument which one is better. Now, if you're saying built LS versus built Coyote, are we talking naturally aspirated or are we talking boosted? If we're talking boosted, what kind of boost? Because I don't know many LSs that just with a cam upgrade, E85 and all the boosts can make what a stock long block Gen 2 and up Coyote can make. LS needs cam bearings, lifters, trays, push rods, trunnions, head gaskets, studs before it'll make any power. Not to mention you're going to port and deck the heads. Again, if the LS is better and you think I should keep the LS in the C6 ZR1, you're saying I should get the head sent out, get them ported, get them checked over. Trunnion, rockers, lifters, push rods, because they had 60,000 miles on them, right? Let's say the motor didn't blow up and I want to run well into the 4s. What does that require? It requires meth, bricks, intercooler upgrade, bricks, a lid, meth, heat exchanger, right? Which is a small fortune. Heads, push rods, trunnion, whatever the fuck. Cam, which means I got to take the steering rack off and then pull the balancer. Oh, it needs an overdrive, right? So I got to get an Innovators West, whatever, 10, 15%, 20%, whatever, or ATI. Stock Coyote. Avoiding all that bullshit. You can't reason with the LS guy. How soon can we see the ZR1 running? Oh my God, stop it. Saul. It's not going to be till probably early next year. You know what I mean? It's got to go up, get custom headers or custom twin turbo stuff. It's going to go up probably next week. I got to talk to the Lunds and schedule things. We're going to go up there, bring the, I got to put the starter in it, make sure the starter is in the right position. That's the biggest next step. Like the big next step is to see where the starter sits. And I'm like, oh, please, I hope it sits here. So if the starter sits in a favorable spot and it actuates properly, I'm going to put it on, bolt it on. Then it goes up to Lund Racing. Ryan Eckhart goes and works his magic. It's literally stock bottom end if they have to regap the, is it really a stock bottom end if they have to regap the rings? No, but neither is a Mustang, right? So truly stock motor to me is stock motor complete. So a studded Coyote is not a stock motor. a regapped ring Coyote is not a stock motor. So oil pump gear Coyote is not a stock motor. You know, when I'm talking stock motor, I am saying nothing done to it, right? Everything. Put it in, go. Now, if you're going to mitigate some of the issues like oil pump gears and things, you still can't claim stock. Well, that's an oil pump. So can you claim stock motor with an oil pump, which isn't part of the motor or the engine, whatever? Stock is stock, in my opinion. You can't make 450 horsepower in any LS1, LS6 without opening the engine. Oh, yeah, more chains than brains, right? Exactly. Still got to get turbos. My bad, Joe. They'll start talking about diesel before they compare the LS to the F-150. Right. You will never hear an LS or LT or Chevy guy say the following words. The F-150 is not that impressive. I can take the current name your truck and put 10 PSI in it and it'll go hang in there with a Coyote F-150, said no LS, LT, or Chevy guy ever in history. Just boost and fuel. But the Vet is lighter, right? Even though the engine is inferior, couldn't it outrun the 5.0 on boost? I don't even know what the fuck you just said. Some douche was complaining a big block 632 making 1,000 NA versus a Coyote not making 500. Damn. I'm glad I didn't see that comment. Alfredo Diaz says, well, Alex, LS guys have hotter girlfriends. They just need to be... LS needs to be just built... LS needs to be built just to do what a stock Coyote does. So what is the highest horsepower naturally aspirated LS LT that exists? So it would be the LS7. Has there been a higher horsepower LS or LT than the 7-liter LS7? Alex, if you could, would you rather run a TVS in the Vet than a twin turbo, or twin turbo better option to have better IATs? I would have rather have gone supercharger. It physically would not fit because of the way the Ford supercharger sits so far back. And it actually would. I didn't want to modify the ever living shit out of it. So twin turbo is the only option. Some guys are out there saying centrifugal. You want me to put a Sentry in a ZR1? I don't mind doing it in a Grand Sport or a Z06. Not a ZR1. The S550 that went 200 in the roll event got 8s in the quarter or 7s. I think he doesn't post his times. Good evening, Alex. Says Culiacan. It's insane how much hate your swap has caused the GM community. That's the other thing. So the GM guys hate that I am swapping that, but they forget there was there's lineage, right? The C4 ZR1 had
I'm here in Auburn, Indiana right now.
Had a dual overhead cam motor in it. And when you look at it, it is eerily similar to what I got going on, right? It's just, I mean, it's as wide, it's as tall, and this is a Lotus motor, right? So you're telling me you couldn't see me install a Coyote in this thing, but I bet if you come across a C4 ZR1, especially the later variants that had like 400 something horsepower, you drool, right? You drool for a C4
like
ZR1.
The LT1, or actually in this case, it would have been an L98 since this is a 91. This is the LT5, and as you can see, it's a 4-cam, 32-valve, dual overhead cam V8.
That looks like it fits nicely. So let's just say the the motivation for me to putting a Coyote in it was literally this. I went, you know what? There was a 4-cam in a Corvette back in the day, and there's a 4-cam in Corvettes nowadays. So why do you trip over me doing it? This is why. It's me. It's the guy that ragged on LSs. It's the guy that made fun of the chop. It's the guy that said that they're gay. It's the guy that was in Houston talking that shit. It's the guy that became a tuner after being a fake tuner. It's who is swapping it. If LME, late model engine, said, you know what, we're going to get into the Coyote game, and we're going to do something a little crazy. We're going to install a Coyote in a C6 ZR1. Oh my God, you guys are the best. You're the best in the business. You're the best in the business. Oh, yeah. But because I'm doing it, it's a problem. HCI, just for 450 horsepower, have said LS guys with all the motor argument due to the cubic inch in their favor, but think the Hemis is what wins on that side. C4 is a slept-on car, very light. The Holly Haram was the one who came up with the shirt, and I said, booty juice, gotcha. Grant Winburn, got it. Probably mid-8. Remember when Murder? No. I think that guy's in the 7s. Cameron? I think he's in the 7s. He just doesn't say he's in the 7s. Remember when Murder Nova tried to be competitive with the F-150 and his pride and gray beard got in the way? You know, I think that's when ego gets in the way of someone trying to help him. I think I know how to go fast. Right. With a Pro Charge, Billet Noonan, or Proline motor on Fuel Tech. Absolutely. Late model stuff, Ford stuff, you don't know nothing. You don't know nothing. And we tried to help you. Keep VCT in it. Stock computer. What are you doing? And you learned the hard way. That bitch has been sitting for what, 2 years? 3 years? I'd be damn embarrassed if I was him with that truck. But he don't care. He'll say, I'm just trying things. I can afford to let it sit. Okay, but then you also talked shit on people that were trying to help you. That's what we get for trying to help people. Alex, could you use an off-the-shelf C6 Vet Turbo Kit? No. Stop suggesting stuff. God damn it. We got it covered. An LS Vet versus the Boost Vet. LS guys love bringing in oil pump gears for everything. The Amory, did you hit the like button? The first time they tried dual overhead cam in a Vet, and it still wasn't made by GM. Correct. So there is lineage. There is a C4 with a dual overhead cam motor, and Z06s and Zr-1s, the best ones ever made by GM, do not have an LT in it. They don't have, an LT pushrod motor in it, because I'm sure it's some weird variant name. So, no pushrod in it. Where goes, why not? How were they able to get naturally aspirated 600 horsepower with a 5.5 liter dual overhead cam motor, but they never did it with a pushrod? Tell me why. Oil pump gears aren't necessary, just stay off the limiters. He's right. Did that bitch have a 2-port injection? I'm willing to bet people would be less upset if you found a C4 ZR1 roller. Yeah, that would be $80,000. Learn something new other than Star Trek stuff. Chevy guys hit your swap because it was never the LS9 that made the Corvette so fast. It was the chassis. Now you have superior engine in that chassis, and it's going to prove that point. Exactly. People think that ZR1 was badass because of the LS9. It was badass because it was light. The gearing. And it had good torque for what it was. But it wasn't badass because of the motor per se. It was badass because it was light. Just like why do you guys not build Chevys when you want to go super fast? Go. Why do LS and LT guys, when they want to go super fast, they find a notchback? A Ford notchback. Well, I want to go super fast on a roll. So I own a ZR1 roller. So I'm going to go ahead and stick a good motor in it and go fast on a roll, because that's all that car is going to be good for. Now, let's say in Minecraft, this thing really starts rolling the fuck out. Like really impressively starts rolling the hell out. I'll enter a roll race event or two and get super gate, or a half-mile event. And the goal would be 200 miles an hour. 200 miles an hour in a roll Texas 2K, or 200 miles an hour in a half-mile event. Now you're at least in the 200 mile an hour zone, because not many 1100 horsepower ZR1s go 200 miles an hour in the half mile. Do they? How many ZR1s with a stock bottom end, or even a built motor at about 1100 rear wheel horsepower, go 200 miles an hour in the half mile event? I don't see many. Maybe there's some, but I don't see many. I don't think they hate it because it's dual overhead cam. They hate it because you put a Ford engine into a Chevy. Okay, exactly. It's because it's you, and because it's a Ford. I think it's mostly because it's me. I'm that face that they love to hate. And then when I prove that the reason the ZR1 is fast is because the car's light, not necessarily the motor, it's going to dispel all these myths. And all these guys arguing are 20 to 25 years old. I've been around for a long time, and I'm like, wait, this isn't that impressive. 60 to... Guys, what's a stock 60 to 130 in like 80 degree weather for a Corvette? It's like 9 or high 8. It's like 8 something. That's not blazing fast for a 6.2 liter supercharged car. It took damn near the equivalent of $5,000 to $7,000 worth of work, labor, and parts to make this thing go 2 seconds quicker. And the GT500 has a low compression illuminator, boost and fuel. Low compression illuminator, boost and fuel. And I suspect it's in the 4s. I think it's in the 4s unofficially, but officially it will be in the 4s. Once that tensioner shows up, I gotta text the dude. I'm like, where's that tensioner? Jesus Christ. 460 watching, 215 likes, must be the LS guys. Coyote would fit so well in the C4. I don't like the C4. I don't like how it looks. C8 Z06 headers, exhaust pipe, intake ported throttle bodies, tuned to 750 horsepower. That's crazy. Who the fuck? BM, are you fucking psycho? BM, what planet do you gain 100 horsepower to the rear wheels on an already ragged out, naturally aspirated car by porting the intake and the throttle bodies and exhaust? Can someone clue in BM 717252 that there is not 100 horsepower in porting throttle body, headers, and exhaust on an already super efficient engine? Look at the Coyote. Even if it's crank, look at the Coyote. How many of y'all install a ported manifold, ported throttle bodies, headers, and exhaust and gain 100 horsepower? Literally never. Maybe 25 to 30. Maybe. Stop it with this 100 horsepower nonsense. It is just ridiculous. 100 horsepower from... Watch, we're going to get 2 throttle bodies for our 2025. Watch it make 3 more horsepower. Wow, can you tune it? Tune what? Tune what? The throttle body's open. And whatever goes through the manifold and gets processed by the air pump goes through the manifold and gets processed by the air pump. Why do you think 2 90mm throttle bodies are going to make more power than 2 80mm throttle bodies if the air pump underneath them can only process so much naturally aspirated? You will see. You will see. They just hate to see you be right. It would be crazy if you start a new trend of Coyote Swap C6s. My goal is not to make kits, but let's just say this works. The next one is probably going to be a C6 Z06. Right? Right? That's the next logical step, just to vet my combo. And if I can find a C6 Z06 roller, I already have three or four Coyote motors in the garage. I can just go, or I'll buy a Voodoo kit and just go, here's a Voodoo kit, put a Cobra Jet intake on it, like a Holly Haram situation, and then see what it can run. I already would have the Minton box. I already would have the bell housing, the control, the clutch situation, the flywheel, all that figured out. So the swap would go infinitely quicker because I already did the testing on my ZR1. Hello, good evening all, says Keith Bush. Start telling Coyote Swap Corvette kids, start selling Coyote Swap Corvettes. I'd buy one just to put it on myself. I don't think we're going to do that because it requires a lot of effort, and I don't think it's a big enough swap to push. Now, if there's like a Grand Sport, if I can find a Grand Sport with a blown motor for really cheap, or a Z06 with a blown motor for really cheap, I'd shove a Coyote in it for the hell of it. Good evening, Alex, Amory, and Peasants. Might as well use a throttle body spacer too. That must be a 100 horsepower cam guy. So we did some cam testing. I'm sorry, this really hurts. I don't know what's going on today. Oh, it's the hat. God damn it, it's the hat. Holy shit. For whatever reason, this thing hurts to no end. So where the fuck was I? I was talking about something and I just kind of lost my train of thought totally. Would drivability suffer with the 90mm throttle bodies? Does one stay closed? No, they kind of do this flickering back and forth. If you watch Junior's video very closely on the Coyotes, on the Gen 4 Coyote, the S650, which to me is an S550. I'm telling you guys, people are posting draggy times of tuned E85 S650s. It's embarrassing. It's absolutely embarrassing. And this is why. And I'm going to give you some context. This is what I ran on my manual, naturally aspirated Gen 3. Where the fuck? I thought I posted it somewhere. Yeah, here we go. On Patreon, of course. I did screenshots. Pump gas 87 degrees in Florida, raining. 1086, 60 to 130. Flex tune, learned to E60, 1045, a 4/10 improvement. Dedicated E85 tune on E60, trimming out 15% fuel. 10.13, 60 to 130. There are automatic S650 times in the 11s on 93 stock, mid 10s, 93 tuned, and then E85 like 990. I'm like, oh my God, that is embarrassing. For a 10R80 roll car to not be as quick as a manual Gen 3 with similar mods? Embarrassing. Please stop telling me this thing isn't a dud. The only people being really loud with the 24 Mustang are people that need it to work. The money needs to happen. We need an infusion of cash. We need to do pre-sales of tuning. We need to sell parts. We need to tell people this is the hottest, latest, and greatest. You guys must have short-term memory loss because this is exactly like the Gen 3, arguably slower, mod for mod. Dud. Now, that's what I was getting at, the F-150. I'm sorry, I got off track with the F-150. So, the F-150 reminded me that Ford did not improve the truck. Ford basically distracted you with other things so that you wouldn't notice the truck. I'll give an example. Let's say you get in a truck and it has a little tiny infotainment system with a little keypad dash, and you're like, okay, that's useless. And the radio isn't that good. So you are hyper-focused on how the truck drives, how you get in it, how the rear view mirrors look, how the side view mirrors look, and you're driving a truck. And you're like, man, this thing shifts like shit. Man, start it up in the morning, cold start emissions reduction, CSER. Boy, this thing sounds like it's misfiring. Is this okay? Take it to the dealer. Hey, this thing sounds like it's misfiring when it starts up. No, that's cold start emissions reduction. It's normal. I'm like, okay. Man, this skip shift sucks. 1, 3, 5. You floor it. Ooh, does a flare, and you're like, fuck. Now, let's say you have a big, beautiful infotainment system in the center. Huge, gorgeous display. Look at the map. Look at the texture on the buildings on the map. Unbelievable. You get in it, and this animation of an F-150 goes whoosh, whoo, whoosh, whoo. You turn the truck on, and the lights go beep, boop, 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 beep, boop, beep, boop, 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 beep, boop. So they're going like this. Hey, look over here, while the truck is in the middle of a cold start emissions reduction event. Look at the lights. Whoa, honey, look at the lights. Whoa, look at that display when I get inside. Holy shit, look at all these buttons. Oh my God, the heat, the ventilated seats are amazing. But how's the truck? It's the same. It does wonky shit. It drives like a truck. The shift schedule's weird. The 10R80 is weird. The skip shift is weird. The cold start is weird. You are being distracted by the technology so that you don't notice how bad the truck is. And I'm going to make a video because that is the first thing that I noticed. I get on the highway and I'm like, this thing is distracting. There's this shit over here. There's that shit over here. There's a display in the center. The lights turn on weirdly. And I'm like, why is this so much extra bullshit? And then I made a joke to myself because I'm pretty funny to myself. I go, they're probably distracting you from the actual truck. That's what it is. They are distracting you from what the truck is. It's a Gen 3 truck. Like, I was annoyed when the lights turned on. I was insanely annoyed. Actually, I'll go on Patreon and I'll show you the video. Then I was like, what the fuck? Why is it doing this? You know, I sound like an old man. I get it. But the reason I say that is this is just unnecessary extra shit this truck is doing. And it's distracting you from how bad it is. Okay. Let me see. Here we go. Play. Are you going to play? Okay, good. Let's do a full screen. Hell yeah. Okay, so check this out. I get in the truck yesterday. I went to CVS to get candy because I'm fat. And you walk up to it, and the lights, it's already lighting up your whole fucking parking spot. You know what I mean? You walk up to it, and it's like, hey, look at all these fucking lights. Okay.
Okay, kind of extra.
Right?
But when I put it in drive, I think the lights turn on in it.
Okay, so look, right here, it's already distracting you. Right here, it's like animation, lights,
Some weird
things. Look at the rear lights and look at this.
thing.
Whoa, look, so it's just, what the fuck is going on in the center of the dash? It's animating all weirdly. But guys, pay attention to the wall over here. It does an alignment of the lights. So these lights tilt for trailer, for trails, and they anticipate you turning and all this stuff. It's a distraction. Look at the fucking animation in the center. Look at the lights. Look at the lights up here. It says Ford. Look at
See
it.
how the lights go? What the fuck are you doing? What is that? Why? Why the fuck?
Yeah. Look at the lights just flicker all over the place for no goddamn reason.
Oh Jesus! See how the lights go? What the fuck are you doing? What is that? Why? Why the fuck?
I sound like such a boomer because I'm annoyed because they're distracting you from the actual truck. The bells and whistles on modern vehicles are distracting you from the vehicle. And remember when Dickhead was like, well, you go to China, you can order, a blowjob from your phone. And I'm like, I just want to get in a car and drive. I just want to get in the car and drive somewhere. No, you can order food, movie tickets, and a blowjob of little happy ending from your phone. And I'm like, what? What about the car? It sucks. I have a 24 XLT F150. Air conditioning stopped completely. 4,200 miles on it. New blower motor replaced. Mortimer, Escalade is better. I drive the Escalade, bro. The 2017 Escalade with a shifted belt on one of the tires drives better than the F-150. By far. They want you to be comfy because it drives like shit. That's funny. It doesn't drive like shit. It's the best-selling vehicle for a reason. It is what they are what we thought they were. It's just a truck. It's an F-150. I know one thing. I'm so happy I was able to get this truck for a couple of weeks because I'll never buy it. A quad cab short bed truck, a Super Crew short bed doesn't fit in any of my parking spots here. It is long as shit. Every vehicle nowadays has more features than function. All that garbage is not helping their recall count. Lights, bells, whistles don't need to pass emissions. Doing way too much. $4,000 headlights. My friend traded in his Bronco Badlands because of the acceleration sucks for an F-250 diesel brand new to tow stuff. It's already back at the dealership with cooling issues and only had it a month. Junior, and I love Junior, and I'm not trying to put out bad juju for Junior, but he has an F-350 Roush edition, and I'm just like, he bought the Billy Badass warranty. So he's like, once the warranty's up, I'll trade this bitch in. Poor neighbors, truck's coming in a little too high power. Transformer edition. Well, Farley said Japanese car do that, so Ford should keep up. Chinese cars. You are, how dare you, racist? There's an easy distinction between Chinese and Japanese. The Bumble Swipes will tell you that. Fuck all that. Candy, fuck all that. What candy did you get? Okay. Like hard candy, like Brock's caramel hard candy. I could just go for the nerds that have all the crunchy shit in them and stuff, like the gummy nerds. I paid $7,000 to keep these beautiful. I'm going to keep these beautiful. It's doing a function check on the startup. It doesn't have to be reprogrammed that drastic, though. Right. It can just go, boom, right? And then turn the lights on. No, it's like, and you're like, I don't want any of this. Are you going to go to turbo supercharger with vet staying? Really? Click live on your shit. I talked about it. I think I mentioned it not only in the video, on text, and for about a year on this show. All the bells and whistles. Repairing these modern vehicles, 10 to 15, 20 years old, forget about it. Cash for clunkers is now built in the vehicle, right to repair. So imagine what it costs to repair one of those headlights. Let's say your warranty is a 330 or a 560. Whew! 5 years, 60, trade it in. Trade it in, because at 60,003 miles, one of the headlights is going to stop working. I'm disappointed how many 21 DRL lights go out in the headlights. $1,800 for the headlight. So the key rev is a distraction, Alex. The front camera blocked. Modification I get every time. Snow is incredibly annoying and distracting. Like, I don't care about the front camera. I only care about the front camera when it comes to parking. The Cadillac and the F-150 do the same thing. The moment you're close in proximity to something, the front camera turns on. And when you're going 5 miles an hour, the front camera turns off. The Cadillac has the perfect infotainment system. Small enough, out of the way enough, not annoying. The Ford is a damn near 15-inch computer monitor in it. Hard candy, no toothbrush, Mustang lifestyle. Right, gummy nerds are fire. Gummy nerds are so stupid. I can't believe they invented that thing. I paid $7,000 fixing my teeth, and I'm scared to eat hard candy now. So this isn't hard candy. It's it's hard candy. But I'm not gonna tell you what I do with it, because you guys will just clip it. Emma eating coochie automatic disease. Oh my God. Dropping a like and I'll catch you people later. Thanks for always dropping the knowledge. You got it. So I think on the ZR1 thing, obviously, let's play the clip of the gentleman who talked about my ZR1 swap. He goes by the name of the Black Car Guru.
So my bro Alejandro Flores did something that's got, well, the entire Corvette community in a tizzy. I kid you not. Bro literally Coyote swapped a Corvette ZR1. He got all these Corvette owners turning into lemon grab from Adventure Time. This is unacceptable! If you don't like this, but you like the Hellcat Supercharger swap kits for the LS's, your daddy name in jail was Fruit Punch. If you feel like he ruined this ZR1, I feel like you a major dick sucker. That's what I feel like. Cause how the fuck, follow what I'm saying now, how the fuck don't y'all like this? But then you praise the C4 ZR1, which literally has a dual overhead cam V8 developed by Lotus, you ignorant bitch. I'm serious. What's not to like about the Coyote? You got this proven and tested engine that could dance high in the RPMs while touching 1,000 horsepower on stock internals. We're talking about an over 3,300 pound car with a high revving 5-liter V8. And if you add boost to it, you have the combination for probably one of the most unbeatable cars to date.
So one of the things I noticed a lot, because I did my research on this episode, is I looked up a lot of roll races for the ZR1. Wouldn't you know, at around what mile an hour do these guys let off? 160, you know? So if you're roll racing somebody and you got to shift at 7,100, 7,100. My tack is gonna go like, I'm gonna be like 7,100. I'm staying in it. 82, 83, 85. Bah! Pull. It's like 170, 180. ZR1 guys are like, 7,100. Oh, danger to manifold. IATs are 150. I will not have that issue. Dude, imagine this thing, twin turbo, 15 PSI, Sunoco 260 GT. Don't have to upgrade the fuel system at all. And this thing starts fucking going 4s, 60 to 130 and 8,300 RPM shifts. What the hell do you think that's going to sound like at the back? What do you think an 8,300 RPM shift is going to be through turbos and X-pipe? Oh, no, I think they want an H on this thing. Ryan will figure it out. The stock catback, it's going to sound evil. It's going to be a problem. Then they got to wait 5 minutes to make another pull. I had to wait 45 minutes in between pulls on a 20 PSI ZR1. The black dude is hilarious. Black dude's vid on the Mexican GTR is hilarious too. Preach, brother. Earbuds. Holy, somebody going to react with you using wired Apple earbuds for the mic in 2025. That's what I like about him. He's like super retro. Alejandro Flores. Unacceptable. I don't even know that reference because I'm old. Halfway through the fourth, so about 170. Right. They let off. 7,100, same as the Silverado. Street Sign Texas channel has some good ZR1 street races. Them gears too long. Sheesh. Gonna need a ghost cam tune. I won't need a ghost cam tune. This thing is gonna have locked cams. I'm gonna lock the cams. They're locked already. The reason they're locked, it's not because it's gonna make more power. They were locked because this engine was originally gonna go in Jake's wife's Cobra, and he was gonna use MS3. Now he has a Voodoo, twin turbo Voodoo in it. Guys, you should see that project. I wish he let me film it, but I think he's so private that he does, leave me alone. But he is building a twin turbo Voodoo 98 Cobra. It's like 64 66s, Billy Badass, all the fuel system, all the shit, caged up, front tubular, and it's gonna look like a basic bitch Cobra. It's not gonna look badass at all. It looks like a basic car when you get on the road. And he bought back his Cobra. Jake bought back his 96 through 98 Cobra that was like a teal color with beautiful wheels, and he's gonna shove a Predator motor in it with a TVS to make 800 and be happy. I'm like, dude, you gotta love it. Yeah, 98 Cobra. Believe it or not, that's his wife's car. Twin turbo Voodoo built by FFRE. Shit. Danger to Holly high-rise manifold. Okay, it wasn't that bad. 45 minutes wasn't that bad. Twin turbo Coyote Zr-1 about to sound demonic. I can't wait to get sound clips on it. Okay, we'll do a giveaway. And again, guys, please do me a favor. If you've won a giveaway, you can let's do this. Let's do a giveaway for a Booty Juice shirt. The Booty Juice shirt is what you're getting. And just tell me the size and where to send it, and we'll go for this. So you're going to get, we're doing a giveaway for richprince.com/YDBT, the Booty Juice shirt to kick off the promotion. If you want other shirts, fine, but I'd rather you get the Booty Juice shirt. I don't know where the hell you're going to wear that. Where are you going to wear a Booty Juice shirt with a hot dog on top of E30? Oh, my Lord. Fuck. It's going to be, I'll wear it to the gym. People are going to be like, what the fuck does a hot dog have to do with E30 and I don't even understand it. Oh, you got to love it. Okay, so let me look up a quick question and we'll go from there. Okay, this one is really interesting. Boy, that's interesting. Let's make it easy. Let's make it easy so you guys can, let's make it easy. Okay, so let me move everything over so you guys can be on the live stream, and we're going to click live chat because I got yelled at the other day by you guys saying, you didn't do live chat, you didn't do live chat. Okay, so let's ask the question. Star Trek trivia for the Booty Juice shirt. During what century does the show take effect in? Like, what century does Star Trek The Next Generation, happen? What century does Star Trek The Next Generation take place in? Go, please, if you've already... Nope, not even close. Not even close. Man. Brother. Nope. Star Trek. Nope. 21st. Century, motherfuckers. Century. What century? Hey, Bender. He said 25th. It's the 24th century. Bender is the first one. Everyone else got it wrong. Bender, I've never seen you before, so that's a good thing. So Bender, the 24th century, which is the year 2300, right? It's one century. So 20th century is 19. 21st century is where we're at now. So the 24th century, Bender, hit me up. ydbtforlife@gmail.com. ydbtforlife@gmail.com. And you win yourself a Booty Juice shirt. I was close. Fuck you. Yeah, during the 24th century is when the Star Trek takes place. 24th century. Oh, look at those. Wow. Century year? So it'd be the 2300s. Yeah, so 2301 to 2400 would be the 24th century, just like we are right now in the 21st century. Just in case you didn't know, we are in the 21st century. Okay. So again, hit me up, ydbt4live@gmail.com. Get yourself a booty juice shirt. I need my booty juice shirt for my next Carnival cruise. So the next shirt is probably going to be elote juice, because you saw, did we talk about this? About Kyle Loftus getting all mad that Street Speed, yeah, we did talk about it on the peasant chat, that Street Speed 717 ended up making a Boost Juice shirt with a corn, but never mentioned that their Coors Light and Rocky Mountain Race Week shirt is identical. Literally stole it, copy pasted. So instead of Boost Juice, we're going to be elote juice. So they're probably making up an elote juice right now with paprika and all that stuff. So that is shout out to the Patreon chat. The Patreon chat literally made that happen. And they hit up Rich Prince, and Rich Prince, I'm hoping that Rich Prince is making money off of this, because the checks that I get every month are substantial. I'm like, if that's my commission, what the fuck were your sales? Good for you. Again, I want to help people out. I'm not looking to keep every dime. The Black Guru in the chat, give him the shirt. The Black Car Guru is in the chat. Where's he at? I don't see him here. I see African Ceiling Bird here. I see African Ceiling Bird here. I see African Ceiling. There's an African Ceiling Bird here. What's going on here? But I don't see him here. If I see him here, I'll hook him up. Moflush Smash Devour, Destroy it. Man, all typing practice failed me today. Connor says, yo, Black Guru. Where's Black Guru? I don't say yo, Black Guru. I don't say, oh, here you go, Black Car Guru. Pro Charge 4.6, 2-valve coming to the channel soon. Oh, no. Hey, let's welcome him to the channel the right way.
Oh, man. Oh, fuck that shit, man. Fuck that shit.
Hey, welcome to the channel, Black Car Guru. Apparently, he watches the show. I don't know if he watches it religiously, but he is I don't want to say a fan, because I don't want to put you down like that. You know, like in certain cultures, you can't be like, you're a fan. You're a compadre. You know what I'm saying? No, Coyote, for me, it's nice, but the goal is to see how far I can go before it pops. 2-valve, 450 horsepower. Why would you want to prove something that has been proven already? 450 horsepower, and it pukes its asshole out like digging fucking shit out of this guy like that. That's what's gonna happen with your crank on your 2-valve. Puke right out the bitch. Why would you want to do that? I'm aware the booty juice shirt when I change my smoke detector batteries. So never. Okay, so Instagram is racist as shit. So there's a guy who's obviously very racist, and all he does is go on chat roulette. I'm sorry if I'm saying wrong shit, but I think it's chat roulette. And he just goes in on racism. But in one of them, all he did was wait. Thank you, Black Guru. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you very much. In one of them, all he did was find people that couldn't hear the beep. And I'm like, bro, I think there is something about the frequency. I kid you not. In my apartment complex, I hear it all the time. I go through some of the hallways and I hear it, and I'm like, can they not hear that? I hear it. I hear it from the hallway. Unbelievable. My boy's gonna find out quick. Kyle often thought you said the Black Cock Guru. His ears and his ass is ringing right now. Wow, You know, one of the best things that happens is when people do something and then it happens to them and they complain. Again, Kyle texted me about talking shit. And he's like, well, I didn't mean to take your shit. And I'm like, okay, well, since you texted me about it, just take it down and you're good. And he's like, well, I'm not going to take it down. I'm like, okay, whatever. Then I'm going to make sure that we're one letter off. You're only one letter off talking shit. I'm only one letter off. Not a problem. We're going to capitalize on this. And then it happened to him, where a guy, StreetSpeed 717, put in 717 boost juice. It's totally different than boost juice. It's totally different. So don't complain. It's pretty crazy to me when people get their comeuppance that way. The beep racks my nerves. The timer he set up was funny as fuck. You think Ozzy Osbourne could hear the beep? He's dead now. Who the fuck cares about Ozzy Osbourne all of a sudden? Ain't that some shit? You weren't even thinking about the dude 3 hours ago. All of a sudden, you're posting his music. You're posting his rest in peace. Boy, shut up. Keep the same energy, okay? You didn't care about him in life, then don't care about him in death. Stupid. That's why I hate Facebook. I have Facebook just to see if some hot bitch comes by. You know why I have Facebook? So when I'm vetting a bitch from the dating sites, I go and find their Facebook and see if they're ratchet as fuck. And I'm like, yeah, you ratchet hoe. You still got pictures of your mans up there. Stupid. Fuck out of here. So Facebook is just that for me. So I go there and I'm scrolling there. Rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne. Rest in peace. Unfriend, block. Unfriend, block. Unfriend, block. Fuck you guys. I'm black. And I can hear it maybe because I'm married to a white woman. Mr. 6R80. You, my man, have made it to the promised land. You have made it to the promised land. Now you don't got to hear any of this dumb shit anymore.
Cause I'm trifling. 40 Glock on my nightstand. Roll up his backwood before he put that pipe in. Bitch, I'm busting jugs in the Hellcat.
Could you imagine you date a white woman and you never have to hear this shit? Ever. Like, man, you know what I miss? I miss hearing about abortion songs while they twerk on a charger in front of an abortion clinic.
I'm BDF, nigga, baby daddy free. That mean I ain't got a nigga, baby coming out of me. So I'm 8BORTING. On my way to the clinic, I forgot the plan B. Let's go. Bitch, I got murder on my mind. Let's go. Bitch, I got murder on my mind.
Come on, let's play the whole motherfucker.
Bitch, I got murder on my mind.
Get that baby out of here.
Bitch, I got murder on my mind. I forgot the plan B. Ain't no nigga cuffing me. You can't put me on the shelf, bitch. I'm outside with the team. All these bitches.
This is for the Black Car Guru.
That ain't finna be me.
Thank you for being a fan.
Wanna settle down. Niggas selling all these dreams. He got 1 kid, 2 kid, 3 kid, 4. Bitch, he cheaper by the dozen. If his ass that Benny Mo. And I'm only 25, still got a couple years to go. I don't need a babysitter, cause this
baby's gotta go.
It's a shortage on the milk, and them diapers be expensive. I ain't tryna be a MILF, so I swallow all his children. I got hyphy in my blood, so you know I'm big pimpin'. Niggas tryna fall in love, tell them niggas I ain't with it. I done took care of niggas.
Jesus. She's a little, it's like a minute and a half of that shit. Fuck. But it's a vibe. If it wasn't about killing babies, I'd play it. Could you? Well, what's that? It's abortion? What's the name of the song? Aborting. ABORTING. It's not only catchy, it's educational. Can we get the whole compilation of you turning up to this song? Can someone do? Oh my God, that is a lot of work. That is a lot of work to find every single time I played the song and vibed out to it. Copyright for sure. No copyright on this song. Ain't no copyright on this song. But if I play anything like this,
I like to fuck him in the ass while he beat up the pussy.
pussy. I got the fuck.
I like to fuck him in the ass while he beat up the pussy.
Don't wanna be with J Money serving it.
Man. Yeah. We're doing this for the Black Car Guru. We're celebrating his first appearance on the show. Shout out to him. Copyright incoming. My favorite abortion song. Them ghetto white girls listen to this more. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. The girl that I was dating for a little bit, she started turning up to this bullshit, and she instantly became unattractive. Listening to Doja Cat, Megan Thee Stallion, all these stupid bitches, and I'm just like, nah, I don't want. You ratchet. Fuck all that. This song is diabolical. I never hear about it. Snow Bunny for life, credit good, and we own 7 cars. Oh my God. What? That is a success story. That is an American success story. You marry a white woman, and he got Snow Bunny, credit good, and we own 7 cars. Honey, maybe you shouldn't buy that chain. Didn't a guy die because he was wearing a chain in an MRI room? Didn't a guy die because he was wearing a chain in a 20-pound chain in an MRI room? Man dies, MRI chain. Yeah. Listen to this. This is diabolical as all fuck. Listen to this story. Man dies after weight training chain around neck pulls him into MRI machine. Keith McAllister had approached the machine after wife called for help. He was sucked into by the device's magnetic force. A man who wore a large weight training chain around his neck approached his wife with a magnetic resonance imaging machine, scanned her knee at the clinic in New York, and he died after the device forcefully pulled him, according to the police and media report. Ken was 61 and was killed at the Nassau Open MRI Clinic in Westbury, Long Island, after he accompanied his wife, Adrienne, there on 16th of July. So a guy brings a chain to an MRI room that has a massive magnet, and it kills him. He said it was a weightlifting thing. It wasn't like a chain, you know. I think it's time we call Biggie out for all the sus shit he said. Dude said he'd suck his girl's dad's dick and everyone looked past it for decades. You know, I never listened to that song. Call me crazy. I listened to like Warning, Big Papa, and fuck, what's the name of that song? 3 songs I had on repeat. Warning, I think it is, Big Papa, and fuck, what is the name? Long Kiss Goodnight. That's 3. You play them bitches back to back to back and you're good. Cheap Chain.
Don't be with J Money serving it.
Man. Poor guy. Yeah, they couldn't get it up because he padlocked it. Gold isn't magnetic, so you know that guy was capping to his. Stop. Oh, bro, look at that chain. It had a padlock on it. Who the fuck wears that? The junkyard dog? Well, where's the chain at? Whoa. Man wears chain to MRI. Let me see if they have the chain. Images. Where's the chain at? Where the chain at? Can someone send me a link to the chain? Because if it was the junkyard dog, that's hilarious. That's like an old wrestling reference. If you guys don't know who the junkyard dog is. Junkyard dog wrestler. Could you imagine you go to the MRI machine and you show up like this? Honey, help me out. Hold on, let me get my 20-pound chain. The junkyard dog. Bro, what a classic. Classic junkyard dog. I miss those wrestling days. When, you know, I didn't have bills. I thought it was real. I thought, like, the Iron Sheik really hated Hulk Hogan. Come to find out, he really did. Thank you for making me laugh, says SWC Johnny. Always a good time, whether it's laughs or picking up on some knowledge. Look, how can you watch my Corvette videos, talking shit and all this stuff, and then you come to the show to see what I'm going to say and not like me? Unless you are triggered easily. I'm like the nicest. I'm here to make people laugh and talk some shit. There's 500 people on right now. I don't know how the fuck there's 500 people on right now. But that video has done really well and has brought people to this channel. And now they're doing this reverse stuff. That's right. My videos are going up crazy because people are like, who the fuck is this guy? And then they go, oh my God, he documented the whole process back to Kingdom Come. And oh, look, he's got a GT500 build. And so you're going to see some retroactive, raising of subs and video count because all those the million people plus on Instagram that saw it, maybe all I need is about 10,000 of those guys. They come over here and pop up the channel and let me get a Viper. Ask Eric Vega, Code Red. He knows me personally, and he will vouch for it. We do easy over eggs, not scrambled. Lung tune for life. Don't know. It's so you're okay. Eric Vega, is he black? Oh, but he said Diddy used to fuck kids in the ass. Whoa. Stop. I can't say that shit. That's what you get for Mr. T starter kit. Oh, rest in peace, Pimp C. He did have transmission in his videos. What are we talking about? Those wrestling days were the best. Y'all don't wear chains. I don't wear chains. Before and after photo. Oh my God, stop it, Mandingo. He said. Oh my fucking God. Hold up. Let me get my 20-pound chain. Is crazy for a doctor's visit. Could you imagine going to a hospital with a 20-pound chain and the chain? Okay, maybe you guys aren't aware what an MRI magnet looks like. So I might have to remind you what an MRI looks like without the covering. You know what I mean? MRI without shield. It is diabolically big. And that bitch is not stopping for nobody. Let me see. Let me see if they have it. Yeah, here it is. Look at this. This is a CT MRI CAT scan, whatever the fuck machine without. Could you imagine? You are in a room. I don't know how those tools aren't getting sucked in unless it's not on. That's actually really interesting. How is this machine? Maybe it's not on. The magnets aren't active. But this is a diabolically huge, crazy machine. And you are in the middle of that, and it's the only thing separating you from that spinning thing is like a little shield. Oh my God. Bro. The balance job on that though, right? Yeah, yeah. Let's walk into that with a 20-pound chain around my fucking neck. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that. Fuck all that. That thing is diabolically crazy. Titanium tools, he said. They're titanium tools? Wow. Because I was like, how are they not getting sucked in? Titanium tools. Hey, interesting. Very smart. Very smart. 20-pound chain goes to the doctor because the neck hurts. Imagine getting killed by your drip. It was a weightlifting belt, but why are you bringing weightlifting belt chains to the MRI office or this CAT scan office? I've spent more time in an MRI than most of you have been in bed with a chick. Weird. Kind of a weird fetish, but okay. Whatever floats your boat. What's your opinion on On3? I need this for a clip. No, I'm not going to go in on On3. I'm going to say this. If you're willing to bend, screw, tap, pry, adjust, chase, false knock, the On3 kit can make good power. It's just a cheap kit. So you have to manipulate it, bend it, grab a socket and bang shit so that it fits, so that it doesn't hit in certain spots. It's not a good quality kit. Doesn't make power. Yeah, but Billy Bob's Turbo Kit makes good power. You know what I mean? So it's not a good kit. If you're going to pay for a quality kit, you're going to pay for an Aldo, Hellion, Armageddon back in the day. I don't know what they do now. But, yeah. So that's why Jake did not want to make a turbo kit for the F-150. Daylight. He's like, Alex, my kids are going to be like $12,000 to $13,000. Are people willing to pay $12,000 to $13,000 for a turbo kit? No. Because they know they can buy an On3 or anything else for under $8,000. Pry, bang, hit, smack it, and then make it not hit on the car or desensitize the knock sensor, and it'll make power. Cheap tools made of Chinesium, like CT, not an MRI. Looks like a CT, not an MRI. I don't fucking know. Special non-magnetic tools. Got it. That motherfucker got cut keys. They buried the guy with the chain. Stop it. Wait, hold the fuck up. What do you mean when you thought it was real? It is real. Wonder what pays to be a tech and work on those machines. Probably not a bunch. Put that bitch on 3 times. Yeah, the story was originally he got up and walked into an active MRI scan and got the neck snatched. That scene must have been diabolical. Let me see. MRI or CT magnetic accident. Like there was one where people were trying to pull metal out of it. Here we go. There we go. This is good. This is like how strong the magnetic force is. Let me see here.
This is what happens if there's any loose metal near an MRI machine. MRI stands for Magnetic Resonance Imaging, basically a giant magnet that helps take clear pictures of your body, but any metal that's nearby it can get sucked into the machine.
Whoa!
And the magnet is always on.
Oh my God.
This is what happens if there's any loose metal near an MRI.
Damn, there was no... Dude, they could not separate the guy.
A New York man died after his metal necklace turned him into a human projectile. Instantly sucked into an active MRI machine.
Look at this.
With terrifying force. Rescuers couldn't free him immediately from the powerful magnet before he succumbed to his injuries. A New York man...
Could you imagine getting snatched up like you fly in the air? Bro, it must have looked like a poltergeist, right? Imagine you're just like, hey, baby, what's going on? Whoop! Shoo! Right into that motherfucker. On3 Kit can blow your shit up at 6 PSI because it has 2,000 PSI of back pressure and it'll make power. I agree. While his ancestors died in chains. Oh, stop. No, stop it, African ceiling bird. Oh, when's the hog reveal? What's happening? Taking my wife to an MRI on Neat Day. Buddy will go to his MRI with a chain up, but won't change the batteries on a smoke detector. Yeah. I'm just reading the comments. Now that MRI doctor was sliding on his ops and he saw this opportunity. Good on him. The wife was still in it. She got one last roll around. Oh, fuck. Look it up. You will understand why those things are powerful. They laid, what did it say? They said he had a bunch of heart attacks. Yeah, I'm sure he had a bunch of heart attacks. I wonder if he was singing when he got... Don't wear a cock ring. Don't wear... Imagine you go out there with a steel one. Why would you wear a steel cock ring? His name fucked you up anyway. Yeah, African. Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. So don't wear a cast iron cock ring. Fuck MRI nurse on her break. Got it. Right. That chain was dripping all right. Dripping blood. I always took my earrings off around them things, says Brandon Nesbitt. Wait, Brandon Nesbitt, a male, says, I always took my earrings off of around them things. Sheesh, says, damn, seeing how many people are leaving the chat yelling, oh, here come all the racists. Here come, whatever. Where's the Diddy clip? The Diddy clip is always You know, I just can't get over the fucking visual. Because if that's truly Meek, and he is saying this... Like, he's probably pushing back at it. No! Man. You ever see those guys open up how low pressure pipe in the ocean and get sucked in? Yes. Fuck all that. Can Rich Prince make a shirt with a smoke detector that says my name on it? Absolutely not. I will not approve that shirt. I'm not going to approve any racial stuff. Fuck all that. Okay. What? Did you take your wig off too? Says N Choppa. So he takes his earrings off. Did you take your wig off too? Fuck. What's better for a swap term? We're talking about a guy getting snatched up with his chain. You're assuming Brandon's gender. You don't fuck with earrings, Alex? No. Mari mariposa. Yo, it's crazy. Oh, fuck that. He said, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Then he says, fuck that. I don't know why gay stuff makes me laugh so hard. I don't know why it's just funny to me. My brother hates it. My brother thinks it's like, he gets mad. And I'm like, it's funny. He definitely had a turd in the chute. His turd had an imprint on the day. That's like Final Destination shit, but the victim was stipend. He said that's some Final Destination shit, but the victim was stipend. Shit. Oh, takes his tampon out. So is the Bermuda Triangle a magnet? Meek got more back pressure than an On3 Kit. ML might be in that sound clip. I'm a male. Chat. Brandon says, I'm a male. The fuck y'all thinking? You said earrings. Do you do you keep your purse? Stop it. The Earth is a magnet. Viper Coyote swap. That's another way to silence every industry hater. Having a Coyote in the flagship car and have it be better. Gen 2 Coyote swap Viper. Meaning a Gen 2 Viper, preferably the GTS, but they're expensive, but a blue one with white stripes, which is the quintessential car you all had on Gran Turismo, or a white one with blue stripes, or a red one with white stripes. Coyote swap. You know the Coyote makes more power than that motor, so it's an upgrade. Don't tell me it's not. with your bullshit. MRI sucks you up faster than your local lot lizard. Brandon, you wear a cross bag. You think MRI guy who died was saying the same thing as Meek Mill? What's wrong with earrings? What's wrong with earrings? What's wrong with earrings? You're actually typing that on a chat? Oh, bro, what's wrong with earrings? I think they're very manly. So is a purse. But that's it. Guys wear purses now anyway. Guys wear this. The fanny pack is now like a cross. Guys wear purses now anyway. Money, get out of that 1-1 with the couch touching the wall. Thank you, Oscar Hernandez. And with that, we will end it. Today was good. We explained a little bit about why the hate is happening on the ZR1. But again, we got a lot of people coming in. 1,000 subs in 4 days. So that's more than this channel sees. This channel sees 300 a month. So in order to get 1,000 subs in 4 days, I think it's a big deal. But hopefully those people like the previous content. There's 2,000 videos for you guys to watch that go back many, many years. So hopefully the new subs come in here and actually enjoy it. Become members of this chat. Get the proper logos next to your shit. Maybe become Patreon members, and you know, we can just grow the audience. And then the more the audience grows, the more projects I can do. I can do that Viper sooner. I can do many things sooner. I can get into a bigger building sooner, but maybe not in Palm Beach County. But that's all part of the plan. I'm out of here, guys. Thank you very much for hanging out there with me. The winner of the hot dog water booty juice shirt, email me, ydbt@gmail.com. Consider becoming a member at Patreon, patreon.com. I think it's /YDBT, or a member here. Just click the join button. As little as $5 a month, get you a logo, get you different names, get you different perks, get you member-only videos. Consider doing that so you can help out the channel, and we can actually Coyote swap a Gen 2 Viper so we can complete the Infinity Stone swap of the Coyote swap process. I did the ZR1. In the middle. I did the Coyote in the GT500. I'm doing the ZR1, and I would love to get into a Gen 2 Viper because they're probably pretty accessible and pretty cheap. And the 4th and 5th cars that I want to Coyote swap are going to be diabolical, so stay tuned for that. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys on Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for YDBT Daily, and we'll hang out a little bit then. Have a good night, guys. See y'all later.